Hello, and welcome to another edition of What to Do in the Winter if you're a golfer. Now, I have a couple clubs over here. I have a wedge, and I have a 3-wood. Now, they are very different in length, but you use the same swing to hit both of them. I'm going to go over that with you. First off, the most important part is the contact with the club, your grip. Now, the grip I take, everyone's is a little different, but this one's very consistent for me. I take the club and I place it in my fingers, and then I curl it around my fingers. Now it's mostly in my fingers there, and then I just close my hand around it. You want to take your thumb and pretty much press it against your index finger. And then you want to take your pinky and your index finger and just interlock them. You don't have to. There's different grips. You can interlock or you can overlap. I prefer the interlock. It's just easier for me. Now, doing this, notice how my hands are so close together that they just seem to work together. Well, that's exactly what they're doing. They turned into a hinge. Just like a door hinge. The door swings open and it swings shut. After you've got your grip, your setup is probably the next most important thing in a golf swing. If you're not set up correctly, it's just not going to work. So, stand straight up, bend from the hips, and then just bend your knees a little. Now, one of your hands is going to be a little bit lower on the club than the other, whether you're right or left-handed. If you're right-handed, your right one's going to be a little bit lower. If you're left-handed, your left hand's going to be a little bit lower. So what this does is this makes you have to angle your body just slightly. But that's, after a little while it gets pretty comfortable. Now let's go over the moves that you got to do in order to actually get this club to do what you want it to do, which is just come back to the same spot that it starts at. Alright, I'm all set up. Now all I gotta do is rotate my shoulders this way. And then rotate them back through this way. I don't wanna move too much with my legs. I don't wanna do too much of my body. I just want my shoulders to move, and that'll move my body on this side and that side. It'll basically just put me in the spot that I need to be, as long as it's comfortable for you. This is very comfortable for me, and I'll just give you a little preview, I guess. Now I let that one swing nice and freely. It's just the technique I use to make it look like I'm actually swinging kind of hard. The entire trick is rotating your shoulders this way, getting this arm to get out of the way a little bit. All you do is basically, I'll turn this side for you. You basically slide it out of the way and then pick it up like you would a baseball bat. And then you turn and let it completely free fall, and it'll slide right down the edge of your body like that. And I'm sure you've seen some golf shows and they talk about how you keep your elbow to the inside. All you do is let it free fall, and it'll do it all on its own. I think they overcomplicate things most of the time. So all you're doing is rotating your body, sliding this elbow out of the way and getting it up, and then turning your body back through and letting your arms completely free fall, as if, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but free fall. Just let it completely fall over. Now, notice how when I came through, my arms did this. Now, my body has to move the shot. If I don't allow my body to move the shot the entire time, I'm not going to hit a good shot. This should be your impact position right about here. You don't want your arms to be over like this or nothing. You want what they call forward shaft lean, to where when you hit the ball, the ball is going to be compressed between this spot and the ground, and it'll pop out like nobody's business. You know, it's just going to go. That ball is so small you don't have to put anything into this swing. And now what I do here at the top of my swing is I kind of create a lot of torque by turning this way and then turning back down as my body is kind of coming up with it. And when I turn back down as my body's going this way, or I'm sorry, I got that a little backwards. As I turn this way, and then I start to turn this way as well, it's just a timing thing for the most part. But once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. You create a lot of torque, and you let your arms just free fall, and it comes back right back to the same spot. And that's how you get power with accuracy.